Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors go out to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom, Wabarakim to you brothers and sisters out there. Alright, well, I'm really just going to put the title when I upload it, but basically it's going to be something along the lines of I guess I could say the triumphing of the wicked is short. All right, I was reading through Psalms 37 today, and there was a scripture that I came across right here, which also reminds me of Job, the 20th chapter. So I'm really just gonna go through the spirit, get a few precepts. It definitely won't be long, but Lord willing, it is edifying. All right, so Psalms chapter, which, first of all, matter of fact, let's sidetrack real quick, because it's important to understand who the wicked specifically are. All right, so we're going to go to Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Hold on, let me make sure this is. Okay, I wanted to make sure the mic was on. Malachi chapter 1, verse 4, it says, whereas Edom's, well, let me start at the top. It says, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob. Salakia. Pardon me for that. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. Alright, so Salakia, goodness gracious. The Edomites are the wicked, which, the Edomites, the nation of Edom, collectively, the main group of people that they're called today or recognized as is the so-called white race. All right, the Caucasoid race. All right, those of so-called European descent, as they say, which really the original Europeans were Japhetic. All right, which the current Japhite people are those of Hawaiian descent and Polynesian, Pacific Islanders. All right, and also the Australian Aboriginals, all right, and then even Jake, for a period of 1,000 years, the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages had ruled Europe, all right. So, but they're regarded as Europeans today, all right. The so-called white man and woman and child are collectively known as the Edomites, all right. Now, of course, there's exceptions, because it is based upon your father's lineage. So you have Israelites that look like white people, such as myself. All right, such as Robert De Niro, all right, DiCaprio, Joe Pesci, Luka Doncic, and the list goes on. All right, and you have Israelites that look like all the nations, okay? And then you even have Blake Griffin's son, he looks white. All right, the rapper Logic can easily pass as white. All right, Drake's son, looks more on the whiter side, so-called whiter side. All right, and the list goes on. Mike Conley's son. Okay, so it's not about looks. Now, it's important because there's Edomites that look like so-called black people. But it's important to understand that although there are Israelite foreigners, and there are tares, primarily the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Edomites are the so-called white people. All right, so let me go ahead and get this. They're going to go off with some of this. I mean, basically, I was going to go into Edomite, but just to, break it down, it has, Edom in it because that's the nation, and ITE basically is just a descendant of, all right, like Israelites, Moabites, Ishmaelites. All right, so Edomites are those who descend from Esau, Edom, all right, which according to Numbers 1 and 18, along with the rest of the Bible, really, all the lineages are tracked through the patrilineal, All right, if you don't know what patrilineal is, basically it's through the fathers. All right, your dad, your grandpa, your great grandfather, and it goes all the way back. All right. Psalms 37, I'm going to start at 10. It says, "For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming." All right. I believe that was it for that. Yeah, that was it for that, I believe. So yeah, like I said, for yet a little while and the wicked shall not be. All right, let me go ahead and see what that says in the NLT. So like I forget what verse that was. 10. All right. Let's see what it says. It says, "Soon the wicked will disappear. Though you look for them, they will be gone." All right. So because wickedness ultimately doesn't last long, right? It's especially Esau, his military might and all that. It's exceeding powerful. All right. And it seems like he could go on forever, with his atrocities and his madman, mad scientist ideas and all that. But ultimately, wickedness doesn't last very long. All right, as prosperous as it may seem for these wicked people out here, all right, not just Esau, but all those people, even our people, some of our, many of our people, not some, many of our people that join themselves onto wickedness. And, because even though you're not an Edomite, it doesn't mean you can't be wicked. All right, wicked is people that are against the Most High. All right, but the nation of Edom is literally the wicked. All right, they were created to oppose, the Israelites and the Most High. They're the antagonist of this movie. All right, but though wickedness may seem prosperous, it doesn't last because it's foundation. All right, because for example, right, scriptures say building a house upon a rock. So righteousness, when you live a life of righteousness and you're founded in Yahweh B'Shem Shai, your rock is Yahweh Shai. You are going to be good. All right, now for the time being, since we're not in our kingdom, you might have, a studio apartment on a rock, but it's all good. All right, because it's on a great foundation. Now Esau, Edom, he has a big, fucking 100-bedroom, 100-bathroom mansion, but it's built upon sand. Okay, so it's not gonna last. All right, so don't be fooled. Like the scriptures say, don't envy the prosperity of the wicked. All right, don't worry about, because the scriptures say you don't know what his end is gonna be, man. This man is gonna be destroyed, torn down through. Okay, it ain't gonna be much longer. Yahweh Shai said, "I beheld Satan fall as lightning from heaven." So let's go ahead and head to that Job. I'm just going to go ahead and get in here. Job chapter 20. I believe I can start at verse 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." So it's very temporal. All right, it's not going to last. What is that? 2 Corinthians 4 and I think 17 and 18. It talks about how we're looking for, the things to come. Our mindset is on the eternal, not the temporal, not the carnal things that you can see now. All right, all of this is going to pass away, man. All right, as the scriptures say, a new heavens and a new earth, which new is kainos, which goes into refreshed. All right, a new rulership. All right, the earth is going to be replenished. All right, refreshed under the rulership of Yahweh Shai and the elect. All right, the 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes that make up the governing body. And then, of course, under them, the remnant. All right, and the rest of the nation of Israel is going to come through them. All right, through the elect. So, verse 6. "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung," which dung is poop. All right, "They which have seen him shall say, where is he?" Because he's proposing himself as this great, mighty, unstoppable wrecking ball, and then he's just going to essentially vanish and go back to his true state, which is a fucking beast. All right, braying among bushes, making animal noises, and living in caves. All right, filthy as all hell. All right, "He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods." All right, so Esau is going to be like a dream. Right, all this, all the atrocities that he's committed, it's all horrible. It's all sickening. It's all completely, utterly fucking wicked, right? But at the end of the day, it's going to just be like a nightmare, all right? Because Esau Edom is going to be taken down. He's going to be destroyed, all right? All the nations, these 17 nations, because 18 total, but of course excluding the nation of Israel, because we already served our captivity. So we're still serving it to this day, all right? But once we get out, these other 17 nations are going to be in slavery, hardcore bondage for 1,000 years. And then after that, the nation of Edom is going to be wiped off the face of the earth, and the other 16 nations are going to, just be tributaries unto us. Okay? But they're going to get to, enjoy the rulership of the Israelites, not in the sense of like Israelites, but they're going to enjoy the fact that they're going to be able to eat real food, drink real water, breathe real air, and they're going to be under a just, righteous government, righteous society that's not trying to force a chip in their body, all right, or injecting them with random witchcraft juices, and things of that nature, all right, randomly murdering and plundering your oil and resources, all right, that ain't going to be happening in the kingdom of heaven, man, all right. We are going to completely have rulership over the earth, all right. Everything, as the scriptures say, 2nd Ezra, I believe the 6th chapter, towards the end, Ezra was stressing the fact that the earth and everything in it was made for the sake of the Israelites, all right. These other nations were made to serve us. All right, the earth was made for our sakes. Okay? I believe I'll get this and close. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Which Lucifer just means light bearer. All right, right now, the Esau, he bears the light. All right, he's in rulership, which really, when you think about it, the Illuminati. Right, the elite banker families, they're the heads of the nation of Edom. They're the heads of Amalek, and which Amalek is the Ish people. All right, that's the head of the so-called white race. All right, whether they want to accept that or not, they're all the same people, as Elder Malcolm has been going heavy into lately. All right, but the Illuminati goes into what? Illuminated ones. They so this is talking about them especially, but the nation of Edom as a whole, really. All right, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, which hell is in a state, all right, a low condition, all right, bondage, poverty, things of that nature, depression, all right, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? All right. So it's going to be hard to believe that Esau did any of the things that he did in history, because he's going to be brought back down to his original state, which is a base man. All right, children of fools. All right, braying among the bushes. All right, the Jack Link Sasquatch, man, the wild man, which apparently they say is European mythology, but what the wild man really was Esau Edom in the fucking woods, man. Because the people that built and inhabited those castles and all that were Israelites. Okay? I have a German tapestry somewhere on my phone. I'm not going to look for it right now, but it shows that. All right, you have Jake in castles, families of nobility, and they're shooting iron tip arrows at Esau, and he's coming out, big, hairy, all right, angry, probably smells like straight butt cheeks, okay? And he's got clubs and stones, all right? But ultimately, it was prophecy for Jake to go down and Esau to come back up, all right? He was chained and bound up for 1,000 years. That was the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, and then after that, the wound was healed. All right, but now Yahushua is going to come back and destroy them. He's going to hit them in their scalp. All right, so Lord willing that this lesson was edifying, just something I wanted to put on wax before the night gets too late, before I